Hello, friends! It's so good to see you! How are you doing? Welcome back to the Tabletop Tavern. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jenny. I will be your Dungeon Master now and forever and always, so get fucking used to me because you're trapped here. I'm going to allow my wonderful players to introduce themselves, beginning with the effervescent, the eclectic Victoria Shaz.
Hi everyone, I'm Victoria and I play Leon the Bell.
Hi, I'm Pippin, and I play Ariadne and Kylte.
Joe, or Jodir, and I play Gris Littlefoot.
All right, and for those of you who were not here last week, here's a little breakdown of what happened last episode on the Tabletop Tavern. Last episode, our party, our heroes, such as they are, arrived at the Wildflower Inn, where the beautiful Liliadre greeted the entire party, but especially Ariadne, with wonderful enthusiasm. The party had some downtime and got some much-needed sort of interests taken care of. Ariadne and Lily had a very interesting conversation in which the cracks in the foundation of the party began to really show. Leon the Bell made a startling discovery about her old nemesis, the consequences of her actions, and Gris Littlefoot got a chance to kind of play mother as she does. When we last left off, Leon, you had just awakened from a terrible nightmare. It is the dead of night. The moonless sky is full of stars, but not much light comes through the window of this house that you've sort of taken over as your own. You dreamt, as you may recall, of your wedding day, during which your grandmother, with a hand covered in rings, a very clearly masculine hand, ripped a string of pearls from your neck. When you awoke, you found that the string of godly pearls that you've been keeping in your bag of holding lay broken on the chest beside your bed, along with an obsidian tiara.
Okay. So a couple of things. I feel like Leon is immediately going to sit up startled. It's a masculine hand. I assume that Leon can recognize that as probably her father's hand, right?
This is definitely your father's hand.
Yeah, I was going to say, I probably don't need to roll for that.
No,
He's been in my head. I know what his hand looks like at the very least.
100%.
Okay. So Leon is going to stand up, and I don't know if it would be investigation or arcana. I kind of want to investigate the necklace to see if there's anything missing from it, because I feel like I would know what pearls are remaining.
Let's have you roll an investigation.
I want to look at the tiara.
That's going to be, let's do 2 investigation checks. The first one's got a DC 10, and the second one's going to be a DC 13.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the first one is a 16.
Okay. Oh, fuck, she says.
No, it's because I thought I saw 6, and then I was closer, and I was like, no, that's just my eyes not functioning. And then that'll be a 17.
All right, so you take a look at the necklace. Leon, when last you saw this necklace, when you last pulled it out, which you've been doing with relative frequency, you've been kind of making sure that all the pearls are there, you've had a very good count of, how many should be there and how many shouldn't. The last time you counted, there were 16 pearls on this necklace. Now you can only count 10. 6 are missing. You also kind of take a look at the tiara. This is not something you've had on your person in the material plane ever. However, you do recognize it as that which you typically wear when you are your dream self.
Okay. Can I roll an arcana check on the tiara?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to see if I can, get, maybe... Well, do I have detect magic? I do have detect magic. Would that be better than rolling?
I mean, yeah, you could do detect magic. You could do detect good and evil. I don't know if you still have that.
I think I do. I'm a paladin. I like it. It's basically I just want to like determine what kind of magic there is there. So whether that's an Arcana roll or detect magic, or using like my detecting good and evil that paladins have, I will let you choose on that. I'll just do whatever I need to do.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna cast detect magic then, first level.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna burn a spell slot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep after this. So.
Okay, so
might not get it back, but
burn that first level spell slot.
Yep.
You cast detect magic, and you sort of pick up this tiara and get a good look at it. There's nothing overtly magical about this item. It's pretty simple in its design. You can tell that its point of origin is not from this plane. It doesn't originate on the material plane, but it doesn't appear to have any sort of power in this realm of existence.
Okay.
It appears more symbolic than anything to you.
Right. So in the past, the pearls, like, they're like the second time that Leon consumed a pearl, it kind of like almost called out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Is she feeling that with any of the 10 remaining right now?
Let's get an Arcana check.
Okay. What's my Arcana? You would think I would fucking know that by this point. Jesus. Okay, so that was an 8 plus 7, 15.
Leon, the last pearl that you swallowed called out to you.
Mm-hmm.
These pearls to you, let's get a wisdom save real fast.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. My wisdom ain't great. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, shit, that's a 4.
We know.
Leon, these pearls are screaming.
Oh. Like good screaming?
They're screaming as if whatever happened to the last 6 pearls, the missing 6 pearls, they desperately don't want to have happened to them. They need to be protected, Leon. They're not safe where they are now.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh no. Can Leon cast message to her dad?
Do you want to cast message to your father?
Maybe not well, every other time I've just kind of tried to talk, he lives in my head.
Go for it.
I just kind of want Leon to like using this. Does she know what the channel is that she talks to her dad? What's the channel? Is it channel 4?
The radio? Oh my
She's got multiple voices in her head.
Oh my god.
Roll a pure luck check.
Okay.
Have like one of those board operators moving the wires around in Leon's head.
Yeah. She's just got so many voices. We can't keep it straight.
It's like, okay, I know
Salt is
corruption's on AM 24, so that would mean that my father is on 107.8.
No.
She's like on her ham radio, like, Snowball, do you copy?
Yeah, exactly. So that one was an 18.
All right, fuck.
This dice is really doing the Lord's work for me today.
Except on that wisdom save, babe.
We're not talking about that.
All right, so you are trying to reach out to your father. Go ahead and go for it.
Okay, Leon is going to say, what did you do with the pearls?
Oh, Leon, I'm sure you know.
Shit. This is not what... shit. Okay, so in Leon's head right now, this is bad because, like, the whole point of her having the pearls is so that her dad doesn't get them. So she says, how did you get here? How did you get them?
A god has much more important things to do than answer the questions of petulant children.
Leon responds and says, am I not the same as you now?
Oh, Leon, I am much more powerful than you are. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain simple arithmetic to a 27-year-old woman, but what the hell? 6 is more than 2, my dear.
And she says, for now, and then stops talking to him.
Awesome.
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna eat the rest of them.
No! No!
Those are exactly the words I didn't want to come out of your mouth.
Literally, I'm begging you.
All right, Leon.
Wait, can I, how far down the hall am I? Can I
You're
roll
asleep.
if I hear anything?
You are fully asleep. She's not talking. She's just.
No.
Maybe,
Sit in
okay,
the
Gris
room.
wants a midnight snack. She got a little hungry, little rumblies and a tumblies.
Doe, I love you so much. This is the definition of metagaming.
Yeah.
Listen,
I know.
if I eat the last 10, then I'm double as powerful as Dear Daddy-O. That's 12,
Okay.
bestie.
I had to try.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't be so rash.
Okay, Leon, there's a conveniently located glass of water Lily left by the side of your bed. Classic innkeeper. If you would like to eat the pearls, you can just, pop them like, you would take like an ibuprofen.
Okay, so I'm gonna have some critical thought first. Okay?
Oh, really?
Okay.
Let us not say that Leon doesn't critically think. In all of her research, because she's been researching these pearls for a very long time, is there any way that she would be able to protect them? Or have all of her options been exhausted now that her father has gone into her bag?
Let's have you roll. Oh, God. We're going to have you roll another Arcana check.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to use...
Let's do it with advantage since you've been
Okay.
doing some research.
Okay. Ooh, that was a 1.
Would you like to say thank you, Jenny?
Thank you, Jenny. That one was much better. That's a 12 plus 7, 19.
Leon, so from what you understand, the fact that he is able to have an impact on the physical world without actually being there is very, very bad. And essentially, from how you have come to understand it, means that he will be able to access these pearls at any given moment. It's probably pure luck that he only took 6 this time.
Okay, I'm gonna eat them all then.
Okay.
Where else am I gonna where are we gonna put them to keep them safe from my dad? Do we want my dad eating 16 pearls?
You're gonna defensively eat the pearls.
I have so many ideas, but I shall refrain.
Oh,
Go ahead and eat
I
them,
don't have
Leon.
ideas, but I would still like to be consulted.
I feel like eating 10 pearls is a bad idea.
Really?
Oh, now you think it's a bad idea.
It's just like
You do you, babe. At this point.
Leon, I'm gonna need a decision here.
yeah, I'm gonna eat them. I'll just tell them tomorrow morning.
Okay, so you just have a quick midnight snack of 10 pearls. All right,
2
Leon,
versus
do you
12.
wanna
What's the difference?
just describe it, or are you just kind of popping them in and drinking your water?
She doesn't feel good about this. This isn't something that she wants to do. But she, more than anything, is petrified that her father is now more powerful than her. This is
Right.
like her worst fear come to life, right? Like the whole point of her having these pearls was so that he didn't have access to them. That's why she wanted to keep them. That's why, she was really grateful when corruption did bring it back to her, because then she knew where they were at all times. And the fact that he could just access them when they're in her, he can't. So while this isn't what she wants, she feels like this is the only option.
All right, so Leon, doing what you know to be best. Perhaps not what could be accurately described as best, perhaps not what your party members would want you to do. You sit up in bed, take the glass of water, and swallow 10 pearls in rapid succession. Gris, Ari, you are awakened by a loud thump.
Uh-oh.
Leon, the thump, you hear it too. It makes you kind of choke on the last pearl as you swallow it down.
Okay.
Um,
Can I discern where it came from?
Yeah.
It was out in the hallway.
Gris kind of sits up immediately and for a second is like disoriented because this is their first night in this new place. And then she's like, yes. And because Ariadne's room is right next to Griss's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Griss is gonna like peek out the hallway and just go.
I've
I
already
feel like
grabbed
Leon
my
already
short
there,
sword and I'm like,
already awake.
So you're trying to peek out into the hallway, Gris?
Mhm.
Yeah, and Leon is as well, but
Yeah.
I feel like she's not groggy.
So
So she's opening
all
the door.
three of
like,
you
what's
go to open the doors
yeah.
and cannot move them.
We can't move the doors?
Can Griss walk over to the wall that borders her and Ari?
Yeah.
She's gonna like frantically tap on it and maybe like both hands and just Ari, are you okay?
Can Leon hear that?
I mean, Gris is, at this point, you can hear muffled yelling from Gris's room.
Leon casts
Okay.
message to Griss.
Wait, Ariadne, what
Oh,
is
yeah,
just
Ari,
gonna
you go
check the
first.
window.
Oh, smart.
You gotta check the window, and it seems as if it's been locked from the outside.
Why is there a lock on the outside?
Yeah, really good
Oh,
question.
Yeah.
there's not a lock on the outside.
know,
You
I'm
check
just
these
saying.
windows yourself.
I know. I'm just saying. Continue.
How is this happening?
Oh wait, do you respond to Griss or no?
Oh,
She asks
sure.
if you're okay.
I approach the wall and I'm just like, and I lean down. I'm just like, Griss, are you okay?
Did you fall? Was that you?
No.
Oh. Do you want to
Who's in the hall? Can we even understand each other through this wall?
Through the wall, you and Gris can understand each other, but it does sound kind of like, are you okay? You
Yeah.
know? Leon, you just hear yelling.
Yeah. So Leon casts message to Griss like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, Leon, I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Ariadne's okay.
I can't get out of the door. Can you get out of your door?
Nope, sure can't.
Okay, I'll be right back. Leon casts message to Ari.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I can't get out.
No,
is
neither
this
can
you're
I.
Doing?
And neither can No, I didn't. What? Do you think I don't have a lock? What? No, I can't get out either. I'm trapped. I was just talking to Griss. Griss is fine, but Griss also can't get out. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna like roll some magic. I'm gonna do some magic things and see if I can find anything.
Don't blow us up, please.
I'm not going to
Is-
do magic. I'm just gonna try and find magic.
Is Lily with Ariadne?
So, Lily and Ariadne spent a couple of hours together, but then Lily did return back to the inn on the off chance that a traveler stopped by in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Can I go to the door?
Yeah, you can move about the room
And-
however you feel fit.
I'm gonna burn another first level spell slot because I have so many of them to do detect magic.
I have
You
something
wanna
I would like
you
to
wanna
do.
you wanna do that. Are you sure you would like to do that, Leon?
To cast detect magic on the door?
On the door.
Maybe I should just roll for Arcana?
Would you like to try to open the door again with the handle?
Yeah, I'll try to open the door with my hand again.
Okay, so the handle is unlocked.
Uh-huh.
When you open the door, it feels like there's something on the other side, keeping the door closed. Gris, what
Can
would you
I-
like to do?
Can Griss wild shape into a spider? Like a small spider that can maybe fit under the crack of a door?
Fucking smart.
Yes! You absolutely can do that! I love that! Go for it!
Okay, so Griss shouts over to Ariadne again because this is just Griss would absolutely fucking do that. Ari! I'm gonna be a spider, I'm coming over! And Griss doesn't wait for a response and wild shapes into a little tiny black spider.
Oh no.
So you wild shape into like a common house spider. You've seen a lot of them around the forest. You love them. You think they're so cute and they're so harmless. And Reese is terrified of them, which makes them one of the funniest animals to ever exist. You crawl out into the hallway and you are teeny tiny, but you can see giant, at least to you, giant chairs and the dining table have been sort of like stacked up against every one of these doors. Bookshelves have been pushed in front of them.
Oh. So I'm just in the hallway, and there's downstairs too. Can I roll to see if I like hear anything, see anything else before I do anything crazy?
Oh, I just had an idea.
I'm so sorry. My dog is running all over the house so
We can't
loudly.
hear
Can you
anything,
repeat that
don't
one more
worry.
time?
I was gonna say, can I roll to see if I like hear anything or like see anything else? She's a spider, so she got hella good night vision. She got like 100 eyes.
Yeah, sure. Roll for it.
Okay.
Let's give me perception.
While Gris is
Nice.
doing
It's gonna
that,
be what? Investigation or
Perception.
perception?
I'm gonna misty step into the hallway.
12.
You want to burn a spell slot.
Yeah, it's a first level.
Okay. First, what did you say, Gris?
12.
So you see just kind of like the chairs and furniture. It's not exactly obvious to you where these came from.
Can
Leon?
Before Leon does,
Yeah.
Go for it, Gris.
can Gris is gonna end wild shape and turn back into her human form, and she's gonna quickly move the chairs and stuff away from Ari's door.
Not
Pardon?
knowing that she's doing that, I wanted to try and just like brute force, like just run at it.
All right, I want opposed as athletics checks from you guys.
Yeah.
11.
11 plus 6, 17.
All right, Gris, you go to start moving a chair, and as you do so, the door flies open and sends the chair that you're moving hurtling back against the wall. Ariadne stands there like in full fisticuff position, panting a little bit, and the door like divorces itself from the hinges and goes clattering down the stairs.
Gris is like, are you telling me I just turned into a spider? Called
You didn't give me time to answer, and I don't speak spider, Gris.
Gris kind of chuckles, and she's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna let Twig out. You want to get Leon?"
As you two sort of discuss, the door comes hurtling back up the stairs towards your heads, as if it was thrown. Can I have athletic saving throws?
Sure. Do you mean Dex?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
dexterity.
Dex.
I feel like Leon would
19
still
plus
misty
10,
step.
29.
So,
So, Gris, it catches you in the stomach as Ariadne just like hits the deck, and you go flying back against the
no.
wall. You're gonna take. Hang on, let me get a D. What is this? A D10? You're gonna take
Poor
6 bludgeoning damage.
I feel like
Leon,
Leon
you're
would
gonna
misty
misty
step
step.
just as that happens.
So, Leon, you go to Misty Step,
Oh,
and when you Misty Step, you basically exit from the material plane into the
good.
non-material plane
oh, fun.
for a brief second.
Yeah.
As you do that, you feel something small but strong throw its full body force against you and slam you against the wall in your room. You're unable to exit through Misty Step,
Okay.
and you take...
Oh no.
Where's the D10? 7
Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
All right, then I'm just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" and then kind of like stand up, brush myself off, and then I guess try to brute force my way through the door.
I'm gonna go check on Gris.
Perfect. Okay, so you go check on Gris. Gris is like up against the wall, like on the ground. Her head's against the wall. There's a door on top of her.
I lift the door off of her.
why your door's so heavy? It seems unnecessary. And
Well,
there's
it's
no
not every day. I don't
egg!
expect doors to be boomerangs. I don't expect them to come hurtling back towards us.
Do you think I expect that? Is
No.
Twig okay? Have I let Twig out yet?
Twig has sort of been sitting at the other end of side of your door, and you can hear him going, "Ma! Ma!" like crying in distress.
Chris is like, okay. And she like slowly gets up and she like holds her stomach a little.
Oh.
And she's gonna like start like one-handedly, pathetically trying to like move shit out of the way
I'll
in front
take
of her
over.
door.
I'll take
And
over and start moving.
She's gonna like feign like, oh, thank you, Ariadne.
So Ari, you sort of start pulling the chairs away from the door. Behind you, Leon's door is fully blockaded by an entire entire dining table, and 3 armchairs.
Awesome.
Someone really went out of their way to blockade Leonin specifically. There's only a couple chairs in front of Griss's door. They're sort of like half-heartedly arranged there. So you managed to get the door open, and Twig, in all his little fluffy cuteness, goes "Ah!" as he sees you.
Oh. I kneel down and just pet him, and I'm like, I hope you, like, we didn't scare you.
Gris is like, he's okay. He's good. Everything's
Yes.
fine. Thank God. And Leon?
And I head over to Leon. I'm like, I can only do one thing at a time.
Well,
Gris.
she's just like kind of overwhelmed at this point.
What do
Yeah.
I need to roll to try and brute force my way through?
Well,
I think
let's
it's going to
first
be pretty
have
high.
Ariadne, you turn to face Leon's door.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
As you do so, you see glowing text begin to appear on the outside of this
Oh,
door.
no.
It reads,
Yeah.
in common, perfectly written, in the handwriting of someone who's been a member of the clergy for a very long time. It reminds you of your official monkly handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
It reads, fire neither knows nor cares who it burns.
Okay.
And it
I-
sort of
I-
glows a dark
Yeah.
red at you, and the longer you stare at it, you notice it looks as if the words are bleeding.
Oh, God.
This glowing sort of red blood begins to drip down the door.
Oh my god.
I lean down to Gris and I'm like, just making sure, do you see that?
Sorry, my dog's being spicy.
Good.
Gris kind of looks and squints, and she's like, "Oh, it's blue again, and it's glowing again."
It's red.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
the color of blood.
Yeah,
it's red.
It's
okay.
red and it's bleeding. I not really moving anything yet. I'm gonna lean over to the door and just kind of go, Leon?
Leon,
Yeah. Go on.
on the other side of the door, you're fully poised, like about to try to brute force you right through the door, and you pause as Ariadne says your name.
Hey, are you in the hallway?
We are.
Oh, awesome.
I was gonna take the things here down. There's writing. It's bright. It is red. It looks
Oh.
like it's bleeding in. Do you know anything about this? And should I still, I don't know,
No.
touch this?
No, I just tried to misty step to you, and then something hit me in the non-material plane and threw me against the wall. So
Yeah, we had a door just like barrel its way back against gravity towards us. So
I think this is probably
yeah.
the haunting Lily was telling us
yeah,
about.
I expect.
Yeah. Can we get
I'm
me
gonna
out of
try
here?
and I guess I'm gonna just try and take this down, and you
I can
come
punch
read
the
this
door.
for yourself.
Do you want me to punch the door? What do you want me to do?
Do you want to hurt yourself? And I
I'm
just start
very
taking
strong.
things down.
I'm strong.
And can Gris do a medicine check on the writing to see if it's actually blood? Or is it-
yeah.
or is it
yeah,
like-
you can do
Clearly.
an Arcana
Oh my
check
God.
if you want to. I
Okay,
think.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I want to start taking things down, but like actively sort of avoiding any kind of contact with the writing.
so
Leon
you
is
do
doing the
a-
impatient thing when you're a child, when like a door won't properly open and like it'll only open the slightest bit. And so
you're
she's
like just trying to budge it open.
yeah.
Gris, what was your Arcana check?
13.
All right, so with a 13, you lean in to sort of examine this blood dripping from the wall, and as you do so, you watch as it rearranges itself
Oh no.
and begins to spell out a flashing series of words.
Can I read
The
them?
words are in order: consequences in all caps that like pauses and drips blood onto the floor, followed by hubris,
God.
false god, and liar.
Gris is gonna like shake like, so, Leon, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Leon,
You can like probably see like half her face at this point based on how open the door is. So she's like kind of like trying to stick her head like, yeah, what's up?
Gris kind of like looks at Ariadne like eyes wide,
Yeah.
and then kind of like says, the words are changing, and
Can you get me out of here? I really
but
feel bad about being in this
Do
room
you
right
want to
now.
know what they say?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Ariadne this entire time is like they have one of these giant overstuffed armchairs and they're really trying to look like they don't need help, but can we get a strength check?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, Leon is like, why is there so much furniture outside of my door? Who put it here? Where did it even all come from? There
6.
wasn't this much furniture.
So Ariadne, you've got like you can't even get your arms all the way around this chair, and you're just like doing that thing where you know it's too heavy for you to lift, so you're leaning back with your entire body weight, and it's just scooching like a quarter of an inch every couple seconds.
Can I lend a help action to like shove at the door to try and move it?
You want to try to force your way through the door?
I want to try and like
God,
shove at the door.
You're gonna drop this table on me.
So you would like to shove at the door.
I would like to press my thick body weight against the door and shove.
Let's have a strength check, and then Ariadne, let's have a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Leon's kind of low-key, high-key, low-key, high-key freaking out right now, too.
Chris is just
4
panicked.
plus 10, 14.
Okay. What number is that? That's a 1.
Okay, Leon, you push on the door, and you actually feel it give way slightly as the chair that Ariadne is attempting to move flies backward, as if it's been hit at high speeds, toppling against them and throwing them back against the wall. Ariadne, you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Thanks.
Leon opens the door and steps out now.
Leon,
oh, no,
there's still
a dining
how much
table.
of me can
There's
lean
a
out?
dining table and an armchair. You can get like your part of your shoulder and your entire head out of the door.
So Leon is doing that, and she's like, "Are you okay? What is going on?"
Chris runs
just like
over.
from like prone and looking up, I just call back. I'm just like, I suspect someone who knows what you did really does not want you leaving this room.
Was what I did, Ari. Other than us.
Gris is like, hold on, and she scrambles over to Ariadne and says, "You're good, right?" And then she doesn't wait for an answer and scrambles
Ari's
back
under
over
the chair.
and scrambles back over to Leon, and Gris is like, yeah, I can't pick it up, and so Gris is like, so I'm gonna tell you what it says now. Consequences, by the way, hubris, false god, liar.
Okay.
And then Gris just wildly gestures in Leon's direction.
I don't know what that... Okay, so what? This is happening outside of my door? I'm more concerned about the fact that I'm currently trapped in this door. Also, I haven't lied to y'all anymore. I have something to tell y'all, though, but like now it's not the
You have
time.
something else to tell us?
It's
Trying
fine.
to get this thing off me. I just go, we were all trapped. You're not special.
Yeah, but why were you all easy? How did you all get out so easily?
I turned into a spider.
What?
I turned into a
You
spider.
what? Oh
A
my god. You can turn into a spider? Please never do that in my presence.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I can
Chris,
just make my way over
Okay.
to the...
Can Ari get up?
As you and Gris sort of argue through the door and she's gesturing at you, Gris, you watch the words on the door change one more time to lies of a mission are still lies, comma, Leon.
This is like, and she just points at it and she's like, lines of omission are still lies, Leon. That's what it says. That's what it says. Somebody's been listening.
Can I see it now? Because my head's out?
You're able to see it like from a side view, so you can't read it at all, but you can see blood dripping down the door, glowing eerily.
Can we get
in the
me
dark
out of this
hallway.
room before it, like, I don't know, goes somewhere or something? I'm a bit concerned for myself at this point.
I like dust myself off, and as I head back and I see the words, I'm just like, I look around and it's like, you know what? It's got a point. And then I go to do the table or the armchair or whatever's next, and I look at Leon's like half stuck out head, and I just go, these are heavy. I am alone.
I
You could
appreciate
help,
it.
but
How?
you didn't.
How can I?
I'm here.
I'm trying.
You're not
I
really
can only
alone.
get so much leverage.
Chris is like, well,
I look down at Leon and it's at Chris, and I just go, no, you're morally, you're great. This right here, no, just let me try again.
Chris kind of squints at it as if like thinking how she could possibly help them, and then she's like, maybe we should just leave her in there. This seems like a punishment, right? She's
Do you
fine.
say that out loud?
Oh yeah! I do!
What?
I mean, all of this is about you, Leon.
You're gonna deal with a haunting yourself?
I mean, I don't know if I'm mad about this haunting.
Are you sure about that? Because you were also trapped in a room.
I mean, but I wasn't hurt. And I'm fine now, and I'm out of it now.
Chris, I
And,
heard a very loud bang.
Well, it's probably just the furniture knocking around.
Weren't you literally just hurt?
Yeah.
I mean...
You were literally just injured, bestie.
Sorry,
It hasn't hurt me.
I was like,
Meanwhile, a door literally just hit you.
Chris is like, oh yeah, I tend to forget
Mm-hmm.
that kind of
Can we
stuff
just get me
because
out of here?
As I go to like take the next armchair off or whatever, I just take a step back and just go, can you please not throw this at us? And go to take it.
Let's have you roll 2 strength checks
Okay.
and a persuasion check.
while you do
Can
that, Chris
I
is gonna
lend
whisper
a help
like,
action by pushing at the door? Just so
Yes.
that Ari gets an advantage on those strength checks?
Yes.
Chris is
Okay.
gonna kind of like whisper like to nothing in
That's-
particular. You're right though. You're right though. And she kind of just gestures like she's talking to like a hidden camera.
Chris, you feel someone affectionately pinch your cheek.
Chris like, oh,
Nice. The first strength, it was a 5. The second was both with advantage or just the one?
Both.
Okay. The second one is 9, and the persuasion is 6.
All right, so
Oh, no.
you go to move this
Failed all
table
this.
and the remaining armchair, and as you do so, they shoot forward at you, pinning you up against a wall. The door slams open loudly, and Leon, you feel something kick you incredibly hard from behind, and you topple forward through the open doorway.
Do I not get like a check to see whether I fall or not, or do I just straight up
Oh
fall?
no, this caught you way off guard.
Okay.
Do I take
It
any
almost-
more damage from that?
Ariadne, you take 7 more bludgeoning damage.
God damn it.
Leon rushes over to take the items off of Ari.
Chris is just like, are you okay? And then she kind of, maybe don't throw things.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
look
just
around and I'm just like, I'm growing less patient by the seconds. You have your words, use them.
Chris turns to look back at the words to see if they say anything.
The blood on the door sort of melts off of it, landing in a puddle on the floor.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, I would like to do
Can
a
I go
couple
look at
things
it?
at the same time. Yeah, I want to use my divine sense, to sense anything that any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
XD.
60. And then I also want to go over with Ari, and I'll roll an Arcana check on the blood.
Okay, so you want to roll Divine Sense.
Yeah, I just want to do my divine sense.
Something undead was here,
Okay.
but it's now further than 60 feet away.
Okay. I guess I want to know, like, can I tell at all if it's human, if it's animal, if it's just spectral? I don't know.
What kind of check would you like to roll?
I'm gonna do Arcana on the blood.
Okay.
All right, what would you like to roll?
Just perception, I guess. I'm not sure what else.
Let's have you do Insight.
Okay.
I rolled a 23.
Leon, this is phantasmal.
Okay.
5 + 3, 8.
You know, it seems like whatever
It's
this
sticky.
thing is, it's pissed at Leon and it made a bunch of sticky, gross blood appear.
Mhm.
You can't really tell if it's real blood or not.
Yeah.
But you do know that real blood doesn't typically glow.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So Leona's gonna go, that is not real blood. I assume you figured that out, Ari.
yeah, of course. No, of course.
Right, of course.
It doesn't usually glow. And I go, yeah,
Honestly,
of course I knew
yeah,
that.
it's
Of course I knew that.
phantasmal. And she looks at Chris. It's phantasmal.
Chris
And
looks
I
up
also
from,
just got kicked. And also items are flying around, and we've all been injured.
Chris,
so
what would you like to add?
I was gonna say Gris kind of like looks up from patting Twig, and she's like, "Well, phantasmal in nature, like magical,
Ghostly.
ghost,
Conjured.
ghost."
A little
Not
bit
from a
like
person.
okay.
Yeah, I got something like pinched my cheek earlier.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got thrown against a wall and then
Well-
knocked over. It's a bit different than a pinch, but
Well-
there's obviously something here.
You did
I
the false god thing.
Yeah. I just look around because last time we were sort of being haunted, it was like it was not here. So I just like turn to Leon and I go, I mean, what are the chances that this is different from whatever was slapped me, however many, last time, or that like messed with Galen or pinched Gris or grabbed your arm? And so I just look around and I was like, I don't think we established this, but I just like give a big sigh and I'm just like, Mong, was it you? Did you slap me? Because that's what we kind of thought.
But didn't Lily say that this place was being haunted?
That's what I'm saying. That's because,
Is
and
it
I
the
turn to
same
Leon
thing?
and I go like, I don't know why he would just be here, but that's also, how many ghosts are we going to encounter in a very short span of
And
time?
If
also,
it is-
how many people dislike me?
I mean, Mung definitely. But if it is Mung, could he have followed us here? Can Gris use locate creature to see if it's Mung? Because
Read me the description of locate creature.
It says, describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movements. And then it just says, locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
Perfect. Okay, so you use locate creature, yes.
Okay, so she's gonna cast locate creature, and she's like, "What do you think? Ghost or Mung? Like, what should I?" She's like, Mung. So she's gonna cast locate creature and try to sense for Mung. And so she's kind of like pulling stuff out of her bag, and like she's got like a tuft of fur and like a weird strange vial, and she kind of just sits on the ground and starts like mixing them together, shaking it, all this kind of crazy stuff.
I'm just gonna take up like a defensive, like I'm just like around Gris and look around, just like.
And Gris kind of like doesn't know, like this is her first time using this, so she kind of just like sits up straight and she's like, Mung?
So, Gris, you say Mung to an empty hallway. There's no response, but you do notice. As you breathe in sort of the vapor exuded by these particular spell components, you can see a set of small footprints. Only you can see them, but to you they appear in the same sort of false blood that Leon was investigating earlier. They seem to head down the stairs. Presumably you could follow them to wherever they are going.
Gris kind of just jumps up like immediately, and she's like, the footprints! And she's gonna just start like running as fast as her little legs can take her after
We're
them.
following them. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Yeah, that's great.
Do you see them? And she's kind of pointing and running and like looking, and
Leon looks at Ari.
No, I don't know. It's
Do you
just like
see
following.
anything?
No.
No, neither do I. Gris, are you okay?
yes, I
Gris
cast
has never cast this, so we're like,
Yeah.
are you good?
I cast a new spell I learned, locate creature.
Right.
And now I see footprints, and they're kind of like the bloody writing, but they're little,
and so we're
they're
gonna go towards it.
yes, I think it's Mung.
And I'm the one who makes rash decisions?
I mean, if it is Mung,
But what if it's not?
It's not going to leave us alone just because we go the other way.
That's
we
a fair
either
point.
go towards it and we fight it, or we go towards it and we have a reunion.
Oh, good. Okay.
Or we go towards it and I grab a black bag of flour and throw it and see if we can see them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. How are we gonna see Mung?
Let's cross that bridge when
You
we
were
get
like,
to it, if it
"Let's
even
go with
is
some
him.
Mickey Mouse kind of shenanigans up in this bitch. All right.
I want to make it
What
clear
other
before
solution
we
did you
go.
expect from them?
This is true. I want to make it clear before we go that Leon has put the tiara like in the deepest reaches of her bag of holding. Like it's in a bag within a bag. This is like I envision the inside of the bag of holding as like a little galaxy. And it's like in the furthest reaches. Only Leon knows where to find it in this giant bag of holding.
It's kind of like you remember when moms used to carry those really big purses?
Yeah, it's a Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You all follow Gris down the stairs. As you do so, you can feel dozens of little hands brushing at your face and shoulders. You can see just out of the corner of your vision little white orbs sort of dancing as if they're spots. You know when you get those spots on your vision, but these they take on lives of their own. They drift and follow. Gris, you can feel them touch you, brush by you, headed in the direction of Leon. Leon, they're amassing in the corners of your vision into these many sort of white globes. You can't, if you turn and look at them, they disappear.
Do we like see them going? Like, can you see the outline of them on Leon, or like we just kind of sense that they're rushing? Okay,
you can sense them heading back towards sort of the back of the group where Leon is. Ariadne, they pull a little bit at your clothes. Yeah, perfect.
And Leon sees that and is like, "So it's happening to you too? Okay, good. This is fun. This is really fun. I love this. This is a really good time."
Does it feel? Can I do a vibe check? Do they feel like happy or good, or are they kind of like not good and a little creepy?
They don't seem inherently malicious, but they are creepy because they're like grabbing at you and touching you.
Gris is kind of like,
I literally just call out, "Please stop."
I would agree with Ari on that one.
I don't think this is Mom though. I think this. And Gris is like moving, like trying to like avoid it a little bit. She's like, "This is weird,
Ari,
like, different." Weird.
I go to turn on a light because it's dark down here.
Oh yeah,
don't we all
turn on the light? You have dark vision.
I know, but like, see if it does anything to.
So you are now on the first floor of the house, Gris. You can see the set of footprints leading towards the set of stairs that presumably head down into the cellar or basement area. Ariadne, you approach the nearest lamp and light it with a small pack of matches that you carry on your person.
I could have lit that.
And Gris kind of like do that little squat where like her booty's on her heels, and she kind of just like looks down the stairs where the footprints are leading, and she's like, "They go down here. Lily didn't show us down. Lily didn't show us down here the other day. Ari, what's?"
I mean, it's just the cellar.
I have an
Ariadne,
idea,
down there is like your workbench.
Yeah.
Some food, like non-perishable food storage.
Yeah. It's our pantry / cellar / where I make all the mess to make the things in here.
Okay, so there's nothing like weird.
I mean, I it depends on what you think of the things I make, I guess.
Gris kind of stands up from her squatting position. She's like, "Okay," and she's gonna head down the stairs, following the footsteps.
Oh, we're just going. Okay.
I mean, we can't see them.
Gris is like a woman on a mission. Like, she has done this spell. She sees the steps, like the footprints, and she's like, "Let's go."
Does not
Let's
seem
do
vaguely trapped.
How about you? Maybe we should go for. Maybe just grab my hand.
Okay, Ariadne. And Gris holds her arm up, like, "Sure."
And I'm just like short sword in hand. I'm just like, I don't like this.
And she kind of like looks up at Ariadne and is like, "I mean, do you want to go first?"
Yes, but I don't know where to go, which is why.
See the footsteps, Gris.
Yeah.
But did you hear that?
No.
No. Are you?
Are
Chris,
you
Are you?
okay?
Tell me you're not the one hearing voices in your head again now.
Not really voice. It's okay.
It's now the time.
We don't need another person.
I just. Gris is like she was like really confident, and now she's like not as confident. It's kind of like a moan.
Yeah, I can certainly say I did not hear that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once
again, are you good? Can we all hear that?
As you descend the stairs, you can hear someone like rhythmically humming, doing a little bit of, jazz freestyle. Someone is humming in this basement.
This is the worst thing that's ever
descend.
happened to us, and we've fought a lot of really awful things. Everyone, I need you to understand.
Like, you hear it though, right?
Oh no, I hear it.
Hello? Hello?
Ari, I understand that this is probably going to be an offensive question, but what if we just burned the house down?
Absolutely not. This is a perfectly good house. I've never had a house.
It's haunted.
We've dealt with a haunting before.
In the same house.
Well, you know what?
2 hauntings, 1 house right now, okay?
I mean, my location spell was to locate Mung, so it's gotta be Mung, right? Mung!
I don't know.
Mung! Can you,
Can I cast message?
say to Fine if you're Mung. Okay, cool.
Can I cast message?
You cannot message a ghost. Would you like to, any of you, roll a religion check?
I'll roll religion, arcana,
Sure.
whatever you need me to roll.
I get religion. Ariadne, you get advantage.
Okay.
Because you took a class on this once. You didn't
We'll
pay
see
great
if
attention,
we'll
but
see
I got
what I remember.
17.
You said advantage, right? Yes.
Yes.
23.
Gris?
Hold on. I'm still... Oh, 17 plus 2, 19.
Okay,
All right,
go on.
Ariadne still got the highest. So Ari,
Yeah.
you once took a seminar. In
Ooh.
seminary, they make you take a lot of seminars. It makes sense, right? And you took it because it sounded interesting. It was about dispelling hauntings. And there was a lot of mumbo jumbo about first you try to make the ghost see God, but if that doesn't work, and if you can't get rid of the spirit and you don't want to burn the place down,
It's an option.
you need to make contact somehow. Most spirits have a limited impact on the material plane and need a vessel of some kind to properly make contact with those who do inhabit the material plane. It can be difficult, however, to persuade a ghost to take a particular vessel. Rather, most necromancers and warlocks prefer to create a sigil on the floor, which then sort of traps and specifically allocates the ghost's energy.
Mm-hmm. So I just call out and it's like, I don't mean to be a bad host, but I do generally like to know who my guests are. And so I turn to Leon and I go, I mean, we can either get them to choose a vessel, and I just get louder and louder as I'm being annoyed by this thing.
A vessel?
Or we can trap it, but I don't.
Sure, how do I do that?
What kind of vessel? Like a vase? A bowl?
No, like a person, Gris.
Oh.
How about I just do the sigil thing?
What, do we know the sigil?
I would know it, wouldn't I?
No, Ariadne knows it.
I would know it.
Yeah, I think. I think so. I did I can show you how to draw it, but won't that just make it angrier?
Yeah,
Because
if
I
you do
can
this
press
sigil, can we talk?
digitation to put a sigil on the ground. I just need to know what it looks like.
Well, so Ariadne, you do have chalk on your person. You could draw it if you wanted to.
If we do the sigil,
just do it.
Can we communicate with Mung? Is it trapped there? What's the vibe?
Can we stop calling it Mung until we know it's Mung?
Doing the
What if it's
sigil,
offended that we're calling it Mung?
Ariadne, doing the sigil won't necessarily trap it in one place, but it will force it to have its presence on the material plane be more obvious.
Okay.
I do sort of turn and I go, we don't have a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either, I guess, would it be use one of us, or I can draw the sigil. That's assuming you want to talk to us. If you don't, then I'm still going to draw it. But I'd like to give you a choice because I have a feeling you're not you're
getting
sentient.
a choice. I thought we were voting.
Well, I mean, I've died twice, so I'm basically a ghost. You can use my body if you want to.
No,
please.
Acceptable.
Good one, Gris. Good one. Good. That was really good of you. I'm really glad you thought that through before you said that.
Gris, still Gris.
You're still Gris.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Are you having regrets in this moment?
Do we do the sigil or?
Yeah. Are we rethinking? How about you draw the sigil, Ari?
I like just look at Leah. Yeah.
Chris panicking. Is sending me.
Did I hear something else, or do I just answer? Okay, cool. I just go. Okay, fine. Well, first of all, you don't really get a lecture here, but Gris, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. So I lean down and I go. I guess I go to draw the sigil.
Gris is just kind of like, well, I said that you could, and then I don't know. She's
No.
kind of like just muttering to herself, and
Chris,
she's
I
like,
don't blame you. I wouldn't want that either.
let's just see if the sigil works. Maybe.
It's bad enough having someone in my head. Let me tell you, I wouldn't. You don't want it.
Okay.
We want Leon. We want
Oh
Leon.
God.
What?
We want Leon. We want Leon.
What?
I think
What?
maybe
We want Leon. We want Leon.
No.
maybe
We
you're.
want Leon.
I simply
We
refuse.
want Leon.
I go. Well, we don't always get what we want. I'm drawing it.
Ariadne, you draw the sigil on the floor. It looks like two concentric circles, in the center of which is a multi-pointed star. As you finish the final line, as you recall from your lectures, it begins to glow red and yellow. The elvish script between the concentric circles glows golden, while the rest sort of glows the color of blood. And as you do so, Leon, can I get a wisdom saving throw? Actually, hang on. It's a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm really good at that.
Fuck yeah.
That's really sexy of me.
Roll for
I'm
it.
really good at charisma. I don't need 3 nat 1s today, okay? Now is not the time. 12 plus 9, 21.
Ooh, baby. All right, you were 1 below. So,
Damn. Okay.
Leon, as the sigil begins to glow, you feel something enter your body,
Oh, fuck
as if you
that.
took a deep breath, and suddenly there is not enough room in your head because someone else is trying to control you. It is our dear friend Mung. Mung, you are welcome to make yourself visible now.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey.
Oh gosh. So Mung
Leon
is
is not
in
saying
Leon's
hey.
head. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leon's
Is
saying
the
nothing
sigil
right now.
still glowing? Has it died down? Like, is there any indication something has happened?
The sigil is still glowing.
Okay.
Did it work?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's doing something, but I don't know what. I thought it was supposed to like make it sort of real.
Yeah, I kind of
I don't
expected
really remember.
someone to appear right here.
Am I alone in Leon's head?
You are in Leon's head, and
Real
Leon's
good
there too,
question.
but you control. Oh, you want to know if there's anyone else there?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
see. You're driving. There's someone in the passenger seat, Leon,
Mm-hmm.
and in the back seat are 2 other people.
Oh, it's my dad. Hey, Dad.
Oh no.
Is it my dad?
We got who? Is the
Wait, is it a literal carriage?
man?
You see,
Like, is it a literal carriage in my head?
you see a middle-aged elven man,
Mm-hmm.
and next to him, with very obvious influence over the controls, like you can tell that this is someone who's been pulling the strings quite a bit recently, is a curvaceous, beautiful demon woman with bright pink skin,
No.
long hair sort of held back by a sparkling tiara.
I feel like Leon would look at Mung. And just be
Well,
Why
This
are
is
you here? It's a bit of a party.
you don't get to talk.
I do actually.
I control
it's my
you.
head.
Shh. No,
It's
no,
my
no,
head.
no.
You don't-
Shh, 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 shh.
Leon, you failed your charisma check.
No, we're talking in my head. This
It's
is
true,
within
but-
my own head.
What does this look like on the outsides of me and Ari?
From the outside, Leon has completely frozen. You
Yeah.
can't even see her chest rise and fall with breathing.
Gris kind of like squints, and she's gonna tap Leon's hand. Like, are you okay?
I
You
just
think
give her a
it's appropriate
shake. I'm
to
not
just
as
take
gentle.
over someone's head?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why do you think you have the right to do that?
Well, you decided to eat my god, so shh.
I didn't make that decision.
Um,
Well, I did make that decision, but she
I
died. Mom,
ignore
you also
her,
died.
and I talked to
Yeah, I'm shaking. I'm going.
the demon
Leon?
woman. So
Oh, you speak to the demon woman, okay.
yeah. So I'm just here because I want to actually have a proper end, you know. And it seems you fucked with that, and I don't appreciate it with your puppetry and all this. And you're the dad, obviously. You're just always going to be here. It's irrelevant. Ignore you. What's it gonna take for me to make you go away?
Oh, darling, I don't leave until I've had my fun. And you're a little wrinkled raisin with little pointy... Haven't I killed you before?
Nope,
You have.
You tried. You failed.
Well, I mean, you died in the end, didn't you?
Well, yeah, but that wasn't you.
I'd consider that
Everything
a success.
dies. You're gonna die too.
Oh, I mean, it would take someone knowing how to kill me, wouldn't it?
Well, that's not too hard to figure out. I mean, I know how to kill you. I just can't. I'm dead.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but the girl is not necessarily the sharpest knife in the box.
I'm
I
very,
noticed.
I'm very smart. Thank you.
Shh.
Don't shush me, Mom. This is my
Livestock
head.
don't get to talk.
A
You're,
party.
you're
It's
the
true.
horse. You're the horse in the carriage. The adults are talking.
This is my head.
Irrelevant.
Yes, but darling, you haven't been in control of it for months.
Yes, I have.
Does
Oh,
the
that's-
mason who crafts the castle actually own it, or does the king? Or in this
I
case,
think you all
queen.
think that I'm not making the decisions for myself.
You clearly aren't.
I absolutely am.
Oh, darling.
You'd like to think that.
Well, all I have to ask, sweetie, is where do you think all of these hell powers you recently acquired came from?
I'm aware of where they've come from. That doesn't mean I didn't make the choice.
Your choice was influenced. If you can't see that, you're too far gone anyways.
Aren't all choices influenced, Mung?
Nope. They are all predetermined ahead of time. Hence why I'm here. So,
I don't.
which
think
one
that's
of you
right.
two has been consuming the actual powers of the gods?
Oh, that's the girl, of course. I just make sure she uses it how I see fit.
And him.
Well, yes. And you notice that her dad's kind of like looking off in the distance. He's not here right now. He has much more important things to tend to than a little wannabe goddess.
Right.
Even you.
Okay. So,
Well, darling,
Leon,
I'm a lesser demon. It's really more of an insult to you than to me.
Right. Okay.
Leon, there are two options here.
Uh-huh.
Either you grow the fuck up and realize the mistakes of your actions and try and make up amends for them, and otherwise you're going to be following in the footsteps of your dad wholeheartedly, and will be a puppet for the rest of your existence.
I want to defeat my father, Mung. This has nothing to do.
No. That's a convenient lie you tell yourself.
No, it's really not. He's.
It totally is. Your arrogance is exactly what has caused this, and it will continue to cause this until the day you kill the people that you care the most about.
So what
Those
am I
are not
supposed
your
to do?
father. What
Just
you're
run
supposed
away
to do?
from them?
No. Maybe take back control of your life?
I have.
No, you haven't.
I've made the choices that I've been making.
Look behind you. You see those?
Oh yeah, no,
And,
I know. I
Mung-
wish they weren't in my head. Much
Yeah,
like I wish
no,
you weren't
Mung's
in my head.
pointing at the like tendrils of control that are coming from the demon to the steering wheels of the cart. You see those? The reins aren't in your hands, never have been. Until you take those back, you're not going to gain any control here. So, how about this? You think you're a god,
I don't.
right? That's the whole point.
I don't
Yeah, you
really
do.
want this.
You've
I just want to be more powerful than my father. I'm not
Yes.
lying to you when I say that, Mung.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
You don't-
Your hubris is going to get you killed, and you're not a real god. You just have the responsibilities of that, including
fine.
taking care of all of the dead souls of the gods you've consumed. Do you
Right.
realize how much of a burden that is?
No, I don't. But
Yeah,
I need to defeat
maybe you
my
should
father.
consider that next time. Because guess what? You're never going to get to sleep again.
That's potential. I don't
No,
know how any
I
of this
guarantee
works,
it.
Mung.
Oh, it's true, darling. You're a terrible goddess.
Mm-hmm.
You're not one. So how do you get to decide?
Oh, you don't have to be a goddess if you're a goddess's puppet master. And dear,
but
on the
what
track
I'm
you're on,
saying
I've
is-
already figured it out, honey.
How do you get to decide what makes a good or a bad goddess when you aren't one, is kind of my point. But also, why are you even chiming in?
Oh, well, I don't decide. I merely corrupt. I make
Right.
a bad goddess. And,
Mm-hmm.
darling, who went and robbed this raisin man of his bounty when his shriveled corpse finally gave up the ghost, so to speak? No offense, of course.
It was my destiny.
Oh, yes,
Don't get
darling.
me-
I know.
Don't get me wrong, I will absolutely destroy you if I can, but I don't really
do you
have
have
the
a plan
ability,
for
so I'm
getting her
here.
out of my head?
Meanwhile,
Oh,
outside
no.
of your body, Ariadne and Gris
I
are
am-
literally staring at you. Like, you are completely frozen.
Yeah.
Can Gris like see if there's any like water? She wants to like chunk a bucket of water at Leon.
There's several, like, barrels of wine, but no water down here.
Don't
Gris is
fucking
like,
throw wine at me.
I know she doesn't drink it, but do you think we should maybe throw some in her face?
Oh my god.
I go, no, not my wine. No, I don't care.
Are there like
I shake her even more violently, like I'm gripping onto her, just like Leon.
And Gris is gonna like place her hand, I guess, up against like Leon's thigh, and she's gonna try and like cure wounds and see if that does anything. She's like, is she in shock? So she does that and she kind of focuses and she's like, is she better? She kind of like opens one eye and looks up. Is she better?
So you're using Cure Wounds. She has taken some damage, so do you want to roll for...
Oh yeah,
I've taken
Oh,
7 damage. You gonna heal me
yeah.
up?
I'll do my base level cure wounds for that one.
Go off.
So I'll hear for 3.
Now
So you
I've only
heal her
No,
for
taken
6.
1
Sorry,
damage.
6. I was wrong.
Oh, now I've only taken 1 damage.
You heal her for 6 damage. Leon, you don't even notice this. You are completely unaware of what's happening outside.
figured.
Monk, you are perfectly aware of everything occurring outside of Leon's body.
Yeah. At
Can
a certain
I-
point during that conversation, Bone's just going to freeze and rotate to focusing on the outside of the head.
Okay.
So Gris still has her hand on Leon's thigh,
Okay.
and it's like, Leon?
I turn, I'm going like as if I were going to sort of try and like smudge the chalk or break the sigil or do something to like snap her out of this.
Can I roll anything to try and take control of my body back?
Unfortunately, no, not at this moment, because that charisma save
That
was
was
a
worth an
failure.
ask.
Yeah.
As you bend over, Ari,
Yeah.
Leon speaks. This is what it's like to be tall, huh? Okay.
Fucking Christ.
Does her voice sound the same, or does it sound like Monk?
No, it sounds like Mung's voice coming out of Leon's body.
That's cursed.
So it was you. That's marginally better.
Irrelevant. We have very little time.
Okay.
So, you two.
Uh-huh.
Leon's being controlled by a demon. Her dad's sitting inside her
That's a
head,
bit
eating
of
the souls
an
of all of the
excessive
all of the
explanation.
gods that are she's been absorbing, and you two are going to die horribly at her hands in the
Wait,
future.
wait. Her dad is actually so the 2 souls that she ate, her dad ate?
It would seem so. He's
Oh,
kind of
no.
sitting over here in the back of the car, very imperious like.
I had a nightmare about exactly what you're describing. Is there any how do we make that not happen? How do we get the passengers out of her head?
Yeah, well,
I have
we
no
need to
idea.
find the rest of the pearls.
She technically is my god now, so
Oh.
I don't have any divine powers.
Are you in love with her? Is she Tahini?
No,
Oh.
no. Although, to be fair, this is kind of a weird experience for me. I've never been a woman.
Oh.
Either way, I'm going to eyes forward. And as for the whole trying not to die, I can't guarantee anything. I don't have the ability to see the future anymore. So whatever prophecy I gave you in the past, well, that's kind of what you're stuck with. But maybe look into an exorcist. Woo! And then I'm going to turn back to the inside.
I just call out. I'm just like, wait.
Chris is just like exorcist.
Leon,
Get Mung out,
I guess.
yeah.
or all of them.
I like because I was kneeling down and looking up. I let myself just sit down.
This is just staring directly into Ari's eyes now because they're at her level.
Yeah.
For once.
Whenever that moment has passed, I get up and make my way over to the wine.
Chris is like, Aria, is now a good time? Oh wait, you can't get drunk, right? It does nothing for you, right?
Unfortunately.
Okay, you're right.
Doesn't mean it's not a comfort. And I go, just keep an eye on that, on him, just and I just turn back to the cask.
Chris is like, does Lily know any exorcists? Should we go get an exorcist?
We're the ones who helped her with her last haunting.
Oh. Yeah.
There's a quick actually it was me. I did it. Anyways, just wait. I'll be out of here soon.
Wait, you were there?
Yeah.
What?
Leon, I feel like Leon kind of watches Mung snap back to like the inside of her head.
Leon, as you watch this, you notice that corruption has started like gently like braiding your hair and like kind of brushing it.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You look horrendous,
No,
darling.
yeah, I don't want you. Yeah, it's fine. I really just don't want you to touch me. Thanks. Hands off.
And she just keeps brushing your
hands off the hair, please, and thank you. Where did you even get the brush?
Oh,
that's literally the brush from my house.
It's
that's
darling.
not your brush.
Why would I use my brush on your hair? So
why would you
coarse.
have a brush in my head? Why are you in my head?
Well, darling, I had to make sure that he, and she sort of like gestures to your father, didn't get all the power, didn't I?
What if
I'm
I don't
helping
want
you.
What if I don't want you in my head?
Well, if I hadn't come to your head, your father would have eaten all of the pearls himself, darling. And
right, but like, what if I don't want you in my head anymore?
Oh, that's too bad, honey. Where do you think you got all those new fun powers? It's called a pact, darling. You made one.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't the pact I made with someone else?
You made
No, I'm asking Jenny that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've made
It
multiple.
was. You made an oath, which is different than a pact.
No, I'm talking about the most
Contract
recent one.
In Heterosills, is that the one you mean?
Yeah. Wasn't that the pact that I took?
Oh,
I don't think I've made a pact with her, have I?
No, you made a pact with her. You just didn't realize it, baby.
Okay.
Where do you think you got that warlock spell list, Leon?
That's fair. That's a fair point. So have I made multiple pacts then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sick. Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like,
think
I
you can
figured.
swallow that many gods without making several packs. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a fair point. Leon looks at Mung and is like, listen, I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone that I love. And that includes Gris, and that includes Ari, and that includes Lily. So if you're worried that I want to hurt them, that is not what I want. The only person I want to hurt is, and she motions to her dad.
Darling, there are so many tangles in your hair.
Stop brushing my hair.
You should
and
really
I take the
braid it
brush.
before you go to bed. She pulls out an identical brush and
Are you
goes back
kidding
to
me?
brush.
Oh my god.
You can't stop her. It's kind of her hair.
Oh my god.
Um,
I don't want to
Yeah.
hurt them, Mung. I don't know
Well-
why you think I want to hurt them. Everything I have done is to protect the people that I love, and Gris and Ari are included. And I don't understand why anybody
are you
doesn't see that.
protecting them, or are you protecting yourself?
If
Because
I
it sounds like your dad wasn't anybody's problem but your own.
100%.
And now
And
you've
that's
dragged
why-
him in, and Gris has died twice.
But I didn't.
Ari, I don't know
I've
how
told them they
how
don't
many times
have
they've
to,
died.
and this is why I want to. This is why I'm doing these things, and I'm not asking them to do these things because I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I just want to protect people.
Oh, yes, darling. You're absolutely in the right here. Don't listen to this horrible little raisin man.
I keep
Raisins
thinking
are
you're
healthy,
saying
damn
Raisin
it.
Bran.
I am a metaphorical raisin for your soul right now. Eat me and find out what's going on.
Oh, darling, she's had enough to eat recently. Trust me.
Oh god.
Mung, what?
Eat my ass.
What?
I want to note that on the outside,
Later,
Ari's just
baby,
like
later.
sitting and drinking and just kind of hyperventilating and just looks at Gris and goes, "We are so thoroughly fucked."
Gris is like also sitting down, and at this point, I imagine Twig is like probably right next to her, and she's
like
just
with
like,
with the occasional glance at Leon, and it's just like,
yeah, Gris is just absent-mindedly petting Twig and like staring at the sigil, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I hold the glass out to
And Gris takes it and takes a sip and then takes a full shot. And
What's our
downs it.
Constitution saving throw, Gris?
I knew that was coming.
With disadvantage because you are so tiny and that was an Ariadne-sized
Yeah.
glass of
Okay,
wine.
okay, that's a 9.
Gris, you're drunk.
Hey, Gris is like, she's like trying to think through what happened last time, and she's like, there was like a jewelry last time, right?
Oh my god!
Like a piece of was it a ring?
oh my
And she looks at her hand and she's like, a ring. And then she's like,
I just lean over and sort of take the glass, and I just go, "Yes, a ring."
So we need to find the ring and destroy it.
I don't think there's anything left to destroy, Gris.
What do you mean?
Well, Mung's. I just. This is bad. And I just started like laughing. It was just like. All
Gris
we
is
can
gonna-
basically do is wait for Mung to come back out or Leon, and then just.
Gris is gonna like crawl on her like hands and knees over to Leon's body, and she's gonna like,
Twig follows you the entire time.
and she just kind of like nods at Twig like, hey. And she slowly like stands up and she like grabs on Leon's like arm, like that's probably just chilling, and like uses that as a way to like pull herself up. And she's like, Leon, Mung.
As you do this, Twig has jumped on Leon's shoulder and is like fully eating a lock of her hair.
Oh
God.
my god!
I just go. I don't think she's home right now.
She's like, right, Twig, right. And then she's like, oh wait. And she's gonna cast Speak with Animals so she can talk to her fucking bird.
Okay, fuck. All right.
So she's like, Twig,
Mama,
have you ever seen this before?
I'm a baby.
Oh.
I've seen so little of the world, Mother. It is all so new and fresh to me. It's beautiful if you think about it.
You sound so wise.
Mama, I learned from you. You are so wise.
And she kind of like lets out like a chuckle that sounds a little evil. And she's like, and she's like, cool.
Her hair needs more sauce.
I'm watching Gris do this, and I just kind of go. I don't know if it's the drink or the spell, but honestly, you do. Yeah, you just do what you need to do, and I just like sit back down, lean down.
Twig knows things, but nothing about this.
Oh my god!
All right.
Go for it.
Back to the train of thought that was very much derailed.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
good.
just wanted. I needed you to know
It's
just
important.
the amount of anguish that Ari is in right now. I just can't. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I think the last thing Leon said was, I don't want to hurt anyone. Like, I just want to protect everyone.
Got it. Yeah. Too bad. You already have.
I get
And
that,
The fact
but-
that you're trying to take it all on yourself now is just guaranteeing that you're going to hurt them more. At this point, you've pulled them in, you've made them fully committed to your problems, and you haven't actually shared them with them.
Yes, I
You don't know what's going on.
You
keep
weren't
doing these
there.
things in the dead of night. I was there. I was
Yes,
there.
I haven't had a chance to tell them about this one
I have
because
been
you
there
barricaded our
since-
doors, Mung.
I have been there since the moment you swallowed that fucking pearl.
I understand that, but you
Do
didn't
you
even give me an
realize what it's
opportunity
like to
tell me.
never have a home?
No, I don't.
My
and I'm
soul
grateful for that.
will never, ever achieve an afterlife because of what
Can I
you've
help?
done.
Can I help with that?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, he's just a horrible little man, Leo.
He's
and I
not,
thought we
though.
hated horrible men.
He's not. How
Look
can I
at
help?
him.
If there's a way that I can help, you just need to tell me.
If there's a way that I can help, you just
Mung,
need
like,
to tell me.
does the crotch chop towards corruption when she looks at him.
I told you later, darling. I'm a little busy right now. She has so many tangles.
Mom,
Also,
I
it's
don't,
not very
you
private.
can, because I don't plan on being here long.
I
there are
don't
two
dislike you
options.
nearly as much as you dislike me, clearly.
I dislike your choices. I hope that they won't bring about the end of the world.
I also
You
and
can hope
that's
in
the
one
goal,
hand and
actually.
shit in the other and see which one fills up faster, darling.
Ignore
I can't
her.
shit. I have no bodily functions.
It's an expression. Gosh, no one
Okay.
here has a sense of humor.
Can we like silence her somehow?
You can try.
This is me asking Jenny. Is there like a way that I can like silence
You
her?
can't. You can't. The person driving may be
Mom?
able to. Can
Leon,
you?
can I have your hand for a sec? All right, I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness on her. See if I can channel my whatever remains of Tafine through Leon
On corruption or on me?
on
Ooh.
corruption.
Ooh.
I don't have powers outside of my god.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So you, while you are holding Leon's hands, you can feel the remnants of Tafine inside of her, and use them to channel
Silence.
blindness.
Actually. The spell
You want-
silence, because then I can mute her.
Silence. Okay, you
Yeah.
use silence. You can see her continuing to move her mouth as she brushes Leon's hair, but you cannot hear her.
Why didn't you do that
Leon?
earlier?
Can I have you roll D20?
oh God.
Oh, is
That
this?
counts.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck. Oh, no. Okay, so it's if I roll a 1 right now, right?
If you roll a 1.
Oh, I've already crit failed twice today, so the odds are in my favor. That was a 15.
All right, you're fine. I should let you know that the odds are the same every time you roll the dice.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Let me live in my own head where math doesn't really make sense.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that she's gone, not that it really
Why didn't
matters.
you do that earlier?
I couldn't.
You could
You're
have. You could have
literally-
asked for my hand earlier.
Sure. Yeah.
What can I do? I
You-
don't want you to be trapped as a ghost, Mung. I don't want that. I'm not evil.
Well, then, simply tell me you release me. Release me. Release all of the followers of Tafine that have had their afterlives taken away.
Done. How do I do that?
I think that's about it. And yeah. Unless you want me to stick around, I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, like Leon says, she says, is there like, does she have to channel her power again? Do I have to roll another D20?
You're gonna have to channel your power.
Okay, I thought so. All right, so Leon
But
channels her
there's-
power, and
Okay.
and can I feel the souls? This is not something I've tried to feel. I didn't even know this was a thing I had to do.
Leon, it is so crowded in the carriage of your mind right now. There's about 200 wispy little orbs now crowded into your mind. You can barely think. None of them are released. Now they're all just trapped in there with you.
I'd like
roll
to
a
release them
D20. Oh, you can't.
Oh.
You've managed to summon them here, and they won't leave.
Oh, good. Okay, that is a 17.
Leon, where's
You're
our
good.
God? Where's heaven, Leon? Take us to heaven, Leon.
So how can I release them?
Oh,
rolled a
well, I guess that
17.
didn't work. I don't know. You're
Good.
gonna have to figure that out.
Awesome.
And until you do, I'm going to be very upset, as are all of them.
Mung, didn't you talk to Tafine? Wasn't she your friend?
Oh, she was more than that. You're not her, though.
Right. No, I don't want to be.
You're like the stepmom. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, sorry. Listen,
Mhm.
this is not. I am just as confused overall as you are.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a
Did
little,
she
little
ever talk to
lesson
you
in
about
cosmology.
souls?
Mm-hmm. No, not really.
Good. Okay,
I didn't really have to do that. That was not my job. My job was
Mhm.
more acting as her mortal plane follower and or leader. When a god dies, right,
Mm-hmm.
they become a corporeal form that is not really a dead god. It is not really a god.
It's just their powers.
Yeah, it's a physical manifestation of their powers.
Exactly.
What you ate was a pearl of a
Mhm.
god.
Yes.
It wasn't necessarily all of the god.
That's what I figured. I didn't think I was eating the entire god. At least I hope.
So
I
you're
wasn't.
going to need to figure out where Tafine's corpse is, and then you're going to have to find the part of her powers inside that corpse that will allow this to happen.
Here's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mung, she did die in my home.
Mm-hmm.
She disappeared. There was nothing left.
Oh. Yeah, you're completely missing the point. Gods don't die like normal gods, right? They go somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to figure out where somewhere else is.
That's not very helpful. Do you know where somewhere else is?
Now, there's no real point in me being secretive because corruption's in your head. She'll hear everything we're saying or know everything we said anyway. So,
I mean,
As you
could
say
do
that,
another
corruption
spell. You could
catches on a particularly tangled knot of hair, and Leon, your head pulls backwards a little bit.
I'm like, what about? I know a spell called blindness deafness. Do you know that one? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Or you could give me the driver's seat back.
oh, I will eventually. I'm enjoying having a body again.
Yeah. I also enjoyed it. It's also
Meanwhile-
my body.
Outside of your body,
Yeah.
Gris and Ari and Twig are hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is kind of just sitting at Leon's feet and staring into her lap now. And she's kind of she's reached that point where she's just a little sad. And she's like, I think we should figure something out, Ariadne. I don't feel like we should just sit here.
I just look at her and I go, what? She was not responsive to anything. But I get up and try again, and I just go over and I just give her a shove, and it's just Leon or Mung, just someone.
Her body falls backwards, stiff as a board.
Oh my
God, I catch her, but I'm pissed about it.
I want Mung to just at some point casually stroke Gris's hair with Leon's hand, just absentmindedly.
Perfect. Gris, Leon sort of strokes your hair.
Somehow and I just look at Leon's eyes, knowing that just I
Glassy,
just
glazed over,
somehow
zoomed out.
That's worse. Just stay still.
Over her hands and covers the hand like this, Leon? Mom?
I gently take Leon's hand off of Gris. I'm just maybe let's not.
Gris kind of frowns and she's like, well, healing didn't work.
Should I try breaking this? I don't want Mung stuck in there with her.
Yeah.
You know what would happen next? If you broke this,
Do I? I don't think so.
No, you have no fucking clue. You fell asleep at this point in the lecture.
Yeah, I just look at her and I go, no, which is why I'm not sure we should do it, but Do you want to? We can at this point we can try the wine if you want, but I don't think she's gonna answer. I just think she's gonna have wasted my wine.
No, I think you're right. I don't know what to do, and I feel like usually I can just like heal you guys or give you some good berries or cast a fey and then you can heal yourselves, and I just don't really know what to do now, and that makes me sad.
I just like put a hand on. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
I just put a hand on Chris's shoulder and I squeeze, and I'm just like, I know. Me too. I'm used to not knowing what to do, but somehow Leon just makes everything infinitesimally more complicated.
Meanwhile, speaking of complicated, inside Leone's head, she's got a demon fully fishtail braiding her hair at this point. And an angry goblin in the driver's seat of her brain.
Leon looks at
So
Mom and says,
that's
"They're
why-
probably freaking out there."
Oh no, I'm comforting them. It's okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I understand that small people like to be petted.
Oh no. Oh god. Okay, Mung, listen, I don't want you to be stuck on this plane. I'll do what I need to do to make sure that you and all of the other souls are freed.
All right.
I
Then
will.
I'll be upfront because right now my desire to be released from existence is stronger than my desire to keep existence existing.
Right.
You'll be able to find the body of a dead god somewhere on the plane of dreams.
Okay.
It
So
is-
we have to go back to the dream world.
Oh yes.
Good. Of course.
It is a in-between place where everything could happen. Wink wink.
Okay.
Also,
Mung, I feel like you'll know the answer to this.
Hmm.
The crown. You said you saw everything.
Mhm.
What happens if I put it on in the dream world?
You feel a knife press against the back of your neck.
Probably that.
You think I'll
And then
die?
I'm going to turn myself back outside real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, so just so you know,
Where did he go?
Leone's gonna be keeping me around for a little bit.
Oh.
What's
Yeah.
plan?
Hey, I'm.
Anyways, have fun.
No,
Back inside.
Hey,
I'm
but
so-
I'm
I-
gonna have
I
the
ju-
driver's
yeah.
seat, right? You're just gonna be vibing with my dad and corruption?
Oh no, I don't want to spend time with them.
Right. Can you keep them quiet?
Oh no,
Good.
No.
Good.
no, you got to learn
Okay.
to do that yourself.
Fun. I love that for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have the driver's seat back then? Can I talk to you whenever I'd like? I have a few
think
channels.
That's possible.
In here.
My thought is, I'm going to be sticking around to make sure you do what you're supposed to do for
Right.
me.
I.e.
I'm
letting
going
you
to-
be free.
Yes.
That's what I'll
And
do.
I'm going to be making sure that your companions are also
Mhm.
aware of this.
That's not very ethical.
It is completely ethical. You need
So what?
to.
You think you can just take control over my body whenever you want?
Oh no, I'm not going to be taking control of your body. After about, I don't know, maybe 15 more seconds, I'm going to be forced out of here anyways.
Oh, good.
More importantly, I will be following you alongside 200 other ghosts to make
Oh.
sure that you fulfill your end of the bargain.
I will.
And I will be acting as their voice to the people who can physically affect you.
Mhm.
On top of that,
Good. So am I going to be able to
In-
message you?
yes,
Okay, good.
I would say I am contactable.
Fun.
You know the Spirit Guardian spell?
No.
Okay, yeah, you should probably figure that one out.
Okay.
Yeah, when
I
you
don't
cast that, you can
think I'm
summon
allowed
me.
to cast that.
Well, you.
Can you teach me?
Yeah, okay,
Mung,
sure.
you can teach her. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Leon actually gets really excited. She's like, Bertram has taught me a few spells, so I'm eager to learn.
Okay, I punch her in the
corruption
chest.
pulls at your brain. And like, who else has taught you spells, Leo?
Jealousy.
I punch her in the chest and just kind of like there's a little ripple And then you realize the power was in you all along. Mostly because you ate the god who gave me the power to do this spell.
Listen. Okay, so before you're gone, if we want to all talk to you, I cast Spirit Guardian.
Mhm.
And you'll help us?
Well, that's kind of what the spell forces me to do, but it also does summon me into a place so you can talk to me.
Okay, cool. But I can contact you whenever.
Probably?
Cool. All right. Well, and I have to go to we have to go to the dream world.
Yeah.
Good. It's been a really bad time for Gris the last 2 times we went there.
Well,
Is it safe for her to go again?
probably not.
Good.
Doesn't change the fact that she probably will.
I know. This is what I mean. I don't want them to be in danger. Gris has died twice there, and yet she'll definitely come with us.
Make it 3 out of 3.
Or not. Maybe we shouldn't. How about we don't do that, Mung?
How about you do it?
You want me to kill Gris?
No, I want you to go to the dream world, and if she happens to die there, then, well, better there than in real life.
I'm not gonna let Gris die. Listen, Mung, I'm going to free your spirit. This is not what I wanted for you, ever. But also, Tafine died. And if you had died, would your soul not still be trapped here? If my father had consumed the pearl,
I would have been
he
stuck
wouldn't
with
be
him.
willing to bargain with you.
No. But
But you
the
would have been
lesser of
stuck
two
no matter
evils is
what,
still an evil.
wouldn't you? I'm trying to figure out whether or not you would have been stuck no matter what.
I wouldn't have.
That's awful. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that you're afraid, because I can't. No. Okay.
Mung leaves Leon's body before she can put her foot in her mouth more.
As he leaves, Leon, you feel the knife in the back of your neck dig in a little bit, and Corruption leans forward and whispers in your ear, "Well, that was boring, darling. And don't worry about what he said. You ate those pearls. That power is all yours. Now, come on. There is one thing he suggested that sounds fun. Let's go get high, baby girl."
God.
Leon, you find yourself once again in control of your body, and Ari, you noticed in the center of the sort of pentagram in the middle of the floor is the shape made out of mist of a sort of hunched over little goblin.
I look between them and I go, Leon, Monk, okay. And I sort of like lean down and I'm just like, do I break? And I point at it as if I could see him, and I'm just like, do I break this now?
Leon comes back to herself and takes like a giant gasping breath in, and the first thing she says is, "Oh my God, was he not remembering to breathe?"
No.
Gris is at this point like laying flat on her back, like kind of starfishing a little bit, and she's
Mung
kind of just mumbling things about like the prophecy, a necklace, a crown, like, and then she's like, an empty grave, a full grave, a grave. She's just kind of, going through it. And then so once Leon takes a gasp, she kind of like stops mumbling and she like turns her head as if like pointing her ear towards Leon, and she slowly sits up and she's like, "Are you Leon?
Are you drunk?"
Are you Leon?
Yes, I'm Leon. Are you drunk? How long was I out for?
A long time.
As you ask that question, you notice that Twig is just sitting on your shoulder and has fully removed like a good 2 inches of hair from
Leon
the front
knocks
corner
Twig
of your
off
back.
her shoulder.
Gris gasps and she like runs over to like hold her arms
Why
out.
are you letting the bird eat my hair? I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
Why are you turning into Mung? Why?
What?
Why?
Okay, let's go upstairs. We have a lot to talk about. Ari, do you know how to sober her up? I don't get drunk anymore.
Well, first I just like scuff the line to try and just like, I guess, break it, but I'm not sure how.
Mung's ghost sort of drifts out of the pentagram and stands next to you.
Cool. I just go, hope that worked. And then I turn to Leon and I go, no, honestly, that's
Good.
not something I generally have to deal with
That's
anymore.
a fair point. Okay.
Wait,
But yeah.
Gris is just realizing that Mung is like kind of a form now, and she's like, Mung?
Yeah, we're going upstairs. I'll explain everything. I don't want to be in this basement anymore. My hair is in the bird's mouth.
Not
He was,
anymore.
he was hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it eat my hair, Gris. I'm out of my
Yeah.
body for what, 5 minutes? All right.
You all sort of argue with each other for a moment and then begin to follow Leon upstairs. Gris, you are directly behind her as Ari kind of like spots you from behind as you kind of
Yeah,
drunkenly
that's what I
walk
was
up the
gonna say.
stairs. Gris, even in your drunken semi-stupor, you notice something. Leon is still wearing her white night dress that she wears to bed. You can see running down the back from her neck down to sort of halfway down her back is a long stream of blood, as if she's been cut by something. We will be back next week for an adventure in the dream realm. Thank you so much to the lovely Lucat for being our guest this week. I think we'll probably have you back next week in the dream realm.
Oh, okay. All right.
Until then, everyone, be good to each other. Have fun. Thank you so much for tuning in and witnessing just bad decisions by one party member and complete helplessness by the other two.